You remember this one? What's good, gang? How you doing? Sunday evening. I hope other people join us. I want us all to come together to see, talk about what was on our minds. So much stuff going on. See some other people come in and join us. I'm trying to see if I can use StreamYard so if some other people come. Hey, how you doing, Miss Mates? Hope you're doing good. I hope that some of the stuff that we talked about last time worked out for you. I hope that has been going better. Things have been going better. Girl, when you put on my on that post, and I really wasn't even thinking about it oh, you're great. Yeah, good. I wasn't even thinking about it too deeply, but you made me start to think about humiliation. And I'm like, something just wasn't right about that whole situation. Then I started thinking, seemed like it's humiliating both of them at the same time. It's just crazy. Then now, I seen on somebody's channel they was talking about Monique's back in and Will Smith is out. And wasn't it around the time that Monique either got nominated for an Oscar or won that Oscar that they started to out her, and she got outed for so many years and had to go through all that stuff. And I started thinking about, like, that's crazy. Now all of a sudden, after how many years, this man is apologizing to Monique, and now she's filming with him again. I don't know. Hollywood is so crazy. I hope you've seen that what's coming towards us in April, the energy pull, because it seems like the energy is turning around. We got good things coming. You might be one of those people that have somebody interested, a love mate coming towards them. Supposed to be love coming and good energy. As long as we are willing to let go of the old and so we can receive the new. How you doing? I don't even know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. CT Vara. How are you? We was just sitting here talking, Miss Mays and me. She been here before. I think I've seen you too. I was just talking about the energy of what's going on, y'all. It's just some weird kind of crazy energy going on. I think every time we be looking in one direction, they be getting some stuff over on us because there's too many people focused on that Will Smith thing. And it's like, I'm just trying to understand, like, Hollywood is a strange place. Like, it's just really strange that we focused on that Will, on him, but then you got to start thinking about how Chris Rock felt. That's why I was like, is it a humiliating thing for both of them or what? What's up, Audio Crack 22? Salute to you, my brother. I know of y'all, some of the people that have followed me from the beginning when I used to do I still do, put on the energy of Vine when he came to me. This man right here, and I believe his wife helps him as well, have a lot of interesting videos on Vine and like breaking down of the things that happen with them. So y'all should check that out. Yeah, it's another young lady. I don't remember her name, but I started following her and I seen you on her channel as well. She be on some stuff. I think her name is Janelle or something, but she been trying to break it down because everybody wants justice for Vine. It seems like people kind of forgot about it. It's not that I forgot about it. I usually just tell y'all when I start to feel a different energy from a situation. Yes, long live King Von. It's a lot of stuff, y'all. It's just layers to Hollywood. You gotta dissect it because, like, if you just see what's in our faces, we'll miss what they be trying to put past us, which is just like you gotta always take off the layers of things because this Will Smith thing is way deeper, I believe, than what we seeing. I really think, like, it's just crazy. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it might be something going on. But yeah, yeah, she is. Janaya Johnson, yeah, she is good. She has really been, she been breaking down that stuff with them videos. And like, she was seeing some stuff that I didn't even recognize. She is really good. Yes, the situation is a distraction from something bigger, and that's going on about to happen. You know what? I really think that. I just, and I think it's odd that Will Smith situation happened now that I'm starting to think about the bigger picture, that they're now also about to be letting Monique back in. Because how long did they dog Monique? How long was she blackballed? Now all of a sudden she's being let back in and Will Smith is being ushered out. I don't know, y'all. And then people are like, well, Tanya, why do you care so much about this stuff? You know, the energy of the world and what goes on around us affects our everyday lives, And it's like we have to be able to dissect and be able to use our discernment to see what they're putting out. That's why I think I really don't watch the news anymore. I feel like if you really like are a medium, what do you need media for? Like, I'm in this world. I'm not of it. So I can really much know the energy of what stuff is coming. The situation is really bigger than I believe that we are. Like people will stop talking about it. Yeah, you can't really stop talking about it because they're going to keep throwing it in your face. So when they throwing that in your face, you got to see like, what are they trying to make us not look at? It's just crazy. I don't know. I was just looking, it'd be so much other stuff going on that we don't even really like focus on. Like I was just seeing that it was a young lady who just went missing. I think she's from Louisiana and she was a Lyft driver, but I think that she was thrown off the Lyft platform and gave somebody a ride. And somehow she was giving them a ride, I believe, to Houston or something. And now this young lady is missing. It's crazy. A lot of stuff is going on. Like with that Alexis Weir case, like you would think that would get more publicity. This young lady been missing for what, months? That's crazy. Like nobody know what happened to this lady Alexis Weir. Like, and it seemed like the only thing is get momentum on is on YouTube. I'm like, now it seems like YouTube is the place to go if you really want to know, or not that you want to know. It just seems like certain things get traction, and they may be using YouTube now to push their narrative to things that they want, people to pay attention to. But when they giving energy to one situation to make us look that way, I feel like we always need to look the other way, because what they're trying to force upon us, then we know our minds know that it's always something underneath that forcing. What's been on y'all mind, y'all? What's in the news y'all want to talk about? Because it's just a lot of stuff. I think like when people get together and start to discuss what's, what the hot topic is, it makes you kind of dissect and go up under what you see. Because if Miss Mays wouldn't, I was like just looking at Will Smith, thinking about how he must have felt just being a butt of jokes, for a couple months or, for a couple years coming behind Jada. But then when someone had asked me, like, Tanya, do you think it's something about humiliating him? It could be because he was their poster child for, if you think about it, Will Smith was always known for behaving well for so long. And we give you so much and you can't keep your stable in order, maybe we got to take something away from you. Hollywood play by different rules. It's like we done gave you so much and you can't even keep this stuff in order for your image to be right. I don't know. I did. I don't know, like going live, I think it was more of the support of the people that I seen that was really behind the way that, when I did make my first original videos, I didn't go live. I didn't know I didn't really know too much about live or whatever. But I started to go live more when I started to see that people really kind of like either left the comments under my videos and kind of responded to me. Like even now, people be like, they didn't get the notification, and they'll say, well, I missed it. So it's like, what, 3 or 4 people in here. But it's other people that like I follow on YouTube as well that was like, Tanya, you have a gift, so you need to do it more. And then once you do it more people will start to come and, respond and follow. So like life, me working and stuff like that, I be wanting to do it way more than what I do. And I just haven't had like the time to sit down and do it. But I said, I'm just going to, keep doing it because I see on my community tab, people be needing it just like I do. So I feel like, especially like when I used to drive Lyft, I feel like it's a gift that I have to help people. So the more I help people, I feel like that will help me being led on my path. So that's why I got to keep doing it. There's a very big true crime community on YouTube. A lot of following a 37-year-old, and which she is great, but there are many other missing persons to look at. Yeah, 10-9. It was a lady that I was watching. I think she was called the Mystery Mom. I can't remember her first name, but I love true crime as well because I'm always watching. What's that channel, y'all? With the crime all the time. I can't think, but I always go to sleep watching it. But it was the lady, her name was Draco Mystery Mom or something. But she came from, I think, TikTok. She had like 1 million followers on TikTok, and she do the mommy mysteries on here. And I used to watch, and she would talk about the mystery, the missing people or stuff like that. And it's a big thing. You know what? It's crazy though. Black missing women have not got, I think, the publicity, of course, that they should have for years now. I remember when I used to be thinking about moving outside of Michigan. And because y'all know I'm different, I would start researching the different states that I wanted to go to, like Texas or Atlanta, wherever I thought about going to, see how much of a missing people, that was, coming up missing. My crazy ass, I don't know, just because I didn't know that many people, I wanted to see like, was people coming up missing. And it was crazy that I seen there was a lot of Black and missing women that was not getting the wide broadcast the way they were supposed to get. But more people are on it now, like the Black and Missing Foundation. It's another Black and Missing network that I look up, but I don't know why Black people don't get the national coverage that everybody else do. How you doing, 10-9? I know it's been a minute since I came live. You said, yeah, well, you know what, Audio Crack? You got a lot of people following you. I don't know, but remember, I think towards the end, that Vine, I think anything with that drill was bringing in a lot of confusion with the people that was telling the truth. So you had a lot of people following your videos, but then it seemed like people started to come against you, not because you didn't know what you was talking about. I think because you did. And I still think they control a narrative. So the little channels that was coming up telling the truth, I think they was bringing people in to come against, the facts that y'all was laying down in the case. I think you should pick it back up. I really do, because you was breaking down on videos, you knew stuff, because then like, isn't it crazy that when you was first breaking down those videos about Vine, that's when that the ID channel, yes, AK-47 wasn't even really big. But then it's like, I think that somebody allegedly feeds them people information that they want people to know. because it's like they will push a certain thing out. So I think they can get everybody attention viewed or focused on certain things. It's just crazy because I was watching, I want to say, Flag on the Play. I watch his channel sometimes. And basically, that dude, AK-47, was like, we knew. He said, we knew minutes after Doug got shot what happened, and the police was on O Block. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. Because allegedly everybody got their own feelings about this guy. And what you mean we knew? So if we knew minutes after somebody got shot, so you got to be involved with, that's why I don't, when it be a channel and thousands of people, like they channel just blow up like that, it be making me think that something's behind that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain it, but it's crazy. I just don't think, I think that, right, who is we? I'm like, and he a little channel, what I just said his name, he a little channel. But he be putting out facts too. But like when y'all first started, that guy AK-47 to have all them followers, so all of a sudden, next thing you know, he just blew up. Like, and it's like he don't be doing nothing but screaming and hollering, and then, you know, putting out certain things. It's like, I don't know. It's like they all working with the police, if you ask me. You took the words out of my mouth. Yes. They're all working with the girl. We right here. It's crazy because I'm telling you, you was doing good, y'all, because the way you broke down, you know, you can kind of tell. Like sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, it be certain people that I started off watching YouTube with, and at first I got a certain energy from them, and then like your discernment will tell you like, oh no, they not who you thought they were. So I may no longer like follow them anymore. And it's just like certain people that you like, and then like how you might have got discouraged because they were sending people in to distract y'all, then y'all leave. And for a while we'll keep looking for y'all, and then, you know, we don't know what happened because we'll be on the same page, and then some people just disappear. Because it was another girl, she was making some videos on Vine too, and she was breaking down stuff, and I can't remember her name of her channel. She posted the 911 call or something and broke that call down, and then was talking about something about the police and how they reacted so quickly in Chicago. And the next thing I know, she was kind of gone. I don't know, like small channels like yours, Audio Crack 22, I swear, like when you on to something, you doing something, I think they send in diversions to make like discourage people. And that's just like, at first with me, I don't, you know, some of my earlier videos on Vine got 2,000 or 3,000 views and stuff like that. And nobody really wasn't subscribed to my channel. And I kept thinking like, where's all these views coming from, but nobody subscribed? I don't think I got over 1,000 to like way after those first videos, because that's been over 2 years ago. So when I first started, and I'm thinking in my mind, I didn't know why I was even making a channel. I was real emotional about all the stuff because I felt the energy so strong. I didn't have barely no subscribers, but it was a whole bunch of views, and I kept thinking like, where are these people coming from? Yes, we just want the real to be displayed. That's just like, if you think about it, right after the what happened with Vine, and it would seem like any people in their right mind would have been quiet and not said nothing, not only out of respect for Vine, but respect for his family, respect for, you would think, a real criminal investigation to be done. I'm feeling some energy now. His manager went on a whole YouTube tour to put out their narrative. That was so crazy to me. That's why I never cared for that manager. I still don't. I don't look for him. I don't check for him. I never thought he was genuine in no type of way. Because if you say you love or you care for someone that was supposed to be like your family, why are you even going on a whole YouTube? Why you going on a whole YouTube? I want to say tour displaying your side. Welcome, Audio Crack. How you doing? Let me see if I can add your. I want to say tour.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can
I
you hear me?
can. How you doing?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear
Hey, how
me?
you doing?
I'm doing good.
I was just calling in to tell you I appreciate you and thank you because like you was one of the first people that was in my chat. I mean in my comments, and I don't know if you really noticed, but like I go through my comments and I always comment back and I always speak to everybody, and my wife, she always just tell me about you, because I'm gonna be honest, my wife used to be the person to do my respond to people and everything about
I
it,
just
because I have
assumed
to
you
I have
was
to be
married too.
focused because I'm trying to really do something. You know what I'm saying? So like I need to be focused. So like sometimes I got five things going on in my mind. I can't after six. I need my help. So I
Right.
gave her a couple things. I didn't give it to her, but it's like I was like, okay, this is what I need you to do to help me to be able to get my message out. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And she would always bring your name up. And once we got a little deeper into the situation, and I stopped really. She kind of went on with herself, and I kind of didn't put as much as I wanted to in it. I started to go back and I read, and I started to see you, and that's when I really noticed you. But I remember her saying your name.
Mm,
So that's why I always reached out to you on IG and stuff like that, and just stuff like that because I wanted to know that I appreciate you. You know what I'm
I
saying? I know
appreciate
that
you.
you. I remember when I had I think it was the Chirac video when I went to O Block. And I think you reached out and you said you went there. You know what
Yeah.
I mean, and some stuff like that. So it's like just people like you. I just always remember, and I just wanted to call in and just tell you I appreciate you and
Yeah,
thank
you
you.
gotta keep going. You gotta keep going because it's just like I feel like people like you, me, and other people that connected on your channel, then you see that we go to other pages and we connect. It's all in a higher consciousness. It's meant for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because you will get people that really just want the truth to be told. And people may not understand why. It's because we tired of people playing in our face.
It's like this. It's like it's tough because you sit there and then you do like I edit, I do all of this work. I try to put it out the way that I feel like the world needs to see it. And it doesn't get I don't know, I don't want to say that it doesn't get appreciated because it does, but at the same time it's like where
That's
I
a
feel
lot of
like I
work.
think it needs to be is not there, so it gets discouraging. I'm gonna be honest.
Right.
It be fucked up. You spend 48 hours on this video. I'm talking about day and night, editing, putting this together, going to get clips, trying to line this shit up to let the people know that maybe not understanding where your brain is, to bring them to your brain and let them understand. Look, I'm gonna dummy it down as much as I can, and if it takes me forever to dummy it down, I'm gonna dummy this motherfucker down till you can see and understand this shit for the regular person because I don't feel like I'm regular. I feel like I'm a different. I'm s-
Yeah, you
I'm
are.
not I'm not
You
like
think
like
differently. But see, that's the reason why you can't stop is because your narrative is shining light on stuff that they don't want people to see, if you understand what I'm saying. But when they want to create a narrative of false stuff, then that seems to get more of the light. And I know that's probably discouraging to you, but I just want you to know I hope that you don't give up because people need to see the truth that instead of them keep on spreading all these false narratives. But see, people are drawn to mess instead of small, being drawn to what is the best. It's just crazy. And I
Yeah.
know it's hard.
It's like I that's why I started working with the like I started well actually what happened was I started to go on Facebook, and then some young kids they reached out to me, and they had a YouTube, which is I think that's who you were speaking of earlier, Janaea Johnson.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah, and they reached out to me, and then I started working with them behind the scenes, and I just put we just it's a good thing because they don't have an ego. They really want the justice,
right.
and I feel it. Now, whatever
That's
happens when
good.
they get bigger, I don't believe they'll turn on me or nothing like that. I feel like I believe in them. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Right.
all I can do is do what I can because I really believe in them. You know what I'm saying? So like, I've been messing with them. There's a dude named All In Media. He's been doing a lot with he made me learn some stuff. See, when you make me learn something where something that like say if I'm looking at this video, right? And I've been looking at this motherfucker for months, and I look at something that you did, and I seen something and you showed me something that I didn't see, that piques my interest. So I
Right.
started looking into the guy, and he got some good content too. He's a small blogger too, and I believe both of them they're gonna get bigger. And it's another little young lady named Brens Finesse that works with us also. She doesn't have a YouTube yet, but she works the Facebook page for King Von,
Okay.
and it's great. Like these youngsters are eager to work. They care about Vine, and they showed me so much, and I learned so much. I thought I knew it all, and once I learned some things, like I put my faith in them. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
all I've been doing is basically just going back to my comments and reaching out to people. That's why I reached out to you. You know, reaching out to people that have my best interest because I need motivation. You
Yeah,
see what I'm
you
saying?
gotta keep
Like,
going.
yeah,
Because it
like
seems
it's hard
like,
to
you know
like just
what? And I hate to say it because then people be thinking like, "Time you biased," and I'm like, I'm not biased, y'all. I mean, because I just think like it's deeper than all of us see, and it'd be so hard sometimes for me to even like look at Dirk and stuff like that because I'd be like, he's just so deeply involved in all this. But I just want the truth somehow to be shown to the light because no matter what his past may have been, nobody didn't deserve what he got. It's like he was just led to the slaughter, if you understand what I'm saying.
I see
And
it.
it,
I
and it,
seen it.
and it's like, you know, I know what this other lady was saying because usually I used to say to myself, like, why does this stuff happen? Like, why do I understand this stuff? Like, why does this come to me? And this other lady was like, Tanya, sometime when you vibrate higher or how your light is, you just get you will understand other stuff. Cause that week before he passed or whatever, and you look at that interview he had with academics,
Yes.
that kid was looking all around. I mean, he was looking in the front, to the side, to the back. He was like, "Why don't you calm down?" He's like, "You never stop looking." He was like, "Well, that's what you got people for." He's like, "They better be looking too." How do you go from that to be led into a boxed in situation? When I seen that video of how Von died, my heart just broke because I knew that he was just led into slaughter. If you get what I'm saying.
No, I definitely do because you got to understand breaking that video down. I'm talking about I took the video and put it in to make pictures, to make clips, to have to go click, click, click
Yeah, you did.
over 10,000 clicks. You know what I mean? I could have did them by the minute, but I did them by the click just to be
Yeah,
able to
you was
see
good
and
with it.
understand what the fuck is going. I'm sorry for cussing, but what's going on in this situation because it's no way this should have happened,
No,
right? You got a manager, you got another dude, which is Quando Rondo, that speaking that it was police. I got another a little thing with a scene that the Atlanta media played. They're saying that wasn't the scene. You know the black and white back there, the dark scene. You know what I
right.
mean? So it got a guy
Hey, young
who,
lady, look, I don't want to cut you off, but when you was doing that first, and then when she was talking on her channel, you said her name is Janaya,
yeah,
and when she was like, it was altered from the beginning, how the crowd just pops up.
yes,
That got me to thinking. I'm like, you're right, because like you said, even though they're younger, they can teach. Everybody can learn something. I don't know if that made you look at it, or you already know that.
No, but see, I did know, I knew part of that, but what I'm saying is those are the things that make the juices come back to make you know that you're not
Yeah,
fucked up in the head.
right.
You're not sitting here trying to say, okay, this is what I see, but if no one else sees it, you're gonna start looking at yourself crazy, right?
You know, man.
Okay, so these are the youngsters that are giving me the juice, so I can never turn on them. I could never like because I learned something from them. It's a lot of people that came in my DM and all that and tried to mess with me. But if I didn't learn or didn't understand, okay, you kind of see what's going on. You see what I'm
And
saying?
then, right, by me, and then by no way have I ever said I was a psychic. I always said intuitively, my discernment from God made me understand what was going on. I never said I was a psychic. I just said, I don't know why I'm drawn to this, why it's so heavy on me. And when I started to look at your videos and stuff that I already knew in my head, it made me know I wasn't crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
why I was in your comments so much because I'm like, it's adding up to what I already felt.
So the way that you feel about what you seen from my videos is the same way I feel from what I see from theirs. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yes, I understand.
so the thing is we gotta get them people. See, a motherfucker look at the numbers. Oh, they don't got no no.
It
I'm
ain't the
looking at
number.
everything. If I'm researching, keep on and all that. I don't care if you ain't nothing. I'm still looking at it. If you wasted my time, you just did that. But some people, man, they be in it, man. They be intuitive and they don't get no chance. And the only way I understood that is going through this and not getting the chance and not getting the recognition
And
because
you
I
know
don't
what's
got no
so
numbers. Like I don't have no numbers. My highest video is 60,000. Like people that I never would have thought had like I think I'm sorry. I think that ain't shit. Got hundreds of thousands of views.
man,
They ain't
I
shit.
don't want to
That's
be
just my
a
opinion.
hater. I swear I don't want to be a hater. And I'm not because I'm not calling myself no psychic or nothing like that. But I seen the one young lady. If you say that that was your gift and you talking, these people came to you, now all of a sudden you talking about you got your teeth fixed and all these people came to you and now you don't want to do it no more.
But look,
Where did you do that at? Because if
But
that's my
look, that's
gift,
because
I'm gonna
it was
carry my
all
gift.
cap. That's cap. That you made the bag off YouTube and got your motherfucking teeth fixed.
You know what I'm
Period. Period. You cap to us. You don't sometimes
I don't
like you
understand
don't
that
gotta
part.
do that. Just be you.
Never
And
trust
if
anyone.
it
Yeah.
resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't,
It
then maybe
don't.
you can find a new lane. It's
You
okay.
and that's why I don't always speak on him. I don't because if I don't have anything to give you, I'm not gonna give you. I told the story that I felt needed to be told, and that's what I said. People like well, keep on making this. It wasn't nothing else for me to say. I told y'all what I felt happened, and that's what happened. Then, like if I get new information in my mind, I'll tell it. That's just like when the hard drives got stole. And then I'm like, in my mind, I kept thinking, they don't want to, what else is on them hard drives to get out. They got to get their hands on them hard drives. And it's like this album that came out. It's all right, but they picked what they want to be put on that album. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
I hate to say it, but I don't hate to say it.
No, don't hate it.
I
Just be
think that
you.
some of these songs that old boy been putting out is probably some of Von stuff because in my mind, some people have what people are drawn to and other people don't. When you have to keep on recreating yourself, that means you're trying to make yourself a certain way. If this young man just came out and surpassed who's supposed to be his teacher, the teacher don't like that.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. Now, all you got to do is you're saying what's right. See what I'm saying? But without saying it, because all you got to do is look at the music. The music is Dirk is on that box that T Pain box for his career, right? He's
Hmm.
singing to these women, right?
Right.
Then all of a sudden he back dissing. He back on his Tuka and all this extra shit, right?
Come
Where
on.
he get that from?
You know,
So you answered your own question. It's just
I
like,
know.
just say that shit. You feel me? Like, man, I used to look at my comments and motherfuckers be like, you not saying it, crack. You're not letting it be known. And I'm like, man, because I'm trying to be non-biased at this shit. But at the same
And I kept
time,
fighting with myself at first because you know why it was a struggle with me and my spirit because I was picking up intuitively on him. He was broken. He was going back and forth for himself because in the end they were not cool. Everybody could think they were cool. They were not. At the end, they were not cool like they were supposed to be. Even Dirk said it in a song. I cried over your casket or something because we weren't talking or whatever he said in that song. I hate to listen to him, but I do just so I can hear it. But he was torn himself. He wanted to appreciate Dirk for putting him on because Von felt like he had an obligation to his family to get his family out of the way. So he will always be appreciative for Dirk for that. But he was broken because he knew that Dirk had put him in the line of fire. It was like either way. I believe that when Vaughn got released from prison, it was, either he was going to cooperate with them or he wasn't. So either way, it was like a lose lose kind of situation for him. And
well,
but I was just really grateful for people like you because you was breaking it down, and I'm like, dang, this is what I felt in my mind. And I'm like, I was pulled over to the side of the road to like look at different videos because that's how strong his energy was. Like he wanted me to see this or he wanted me to see that. And then I got drawn to people like you.
well, look, it's like this. Every real recognize real, right?
Right.
And no matter what, I believe some of us are going to get drawn to. Well, the real is going to get drawn to each other, right?
Right.
And what we have to understand is it's not always going to resonate with all of the people. So if we got a good fucking hard 16 group of 16, that's not a lot of people, but that's a tough group.
Yeah.
Then you can move on. And then
Right.
the real's going to come on. And if that gets to 80 or 60, man, that's a solid 80 and 60 that can figure this shit the fuck out. And whatever we end with, when we end, we all right. You see what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
in my heart, I'm not all right. You see
No.
what I'm saying? Like it don't feel right with me. Like I feel like you're the same way because if that was the case, you wouldn't be speaking on it like you speak on it. You were speaking about Will and them today, right?
Right.
But some way, somehow, I commented and you got to Vine, correct?
See what I'm saying? It's something I wasn't gonna start this live, and when you was like, "What made you start?" Something in my mind was like, "Do this live," and I did it. And like you said, things come together for a reason,
Right.
and it's crazy. And somebody had just said they looked on my channel. They went back and looked at that video of Queen's Domain, and that was another thing I was telling. Like the reason why I even posted that one video of when she supposed to had tuned into Von's spirit was because a lot of the things that she said was kind of in line with my earlier videos. But then she started to veer off to the left. So I removed her video from my channel because I don't know, something about it just didn't add up to me. So I didn't know in my mind, did something happen with her, which I don't know, y'all. I just started seeing like, but she started to become an industry plant. And I don't like people that are used to create a narrative. So I just stopped kind of listening to her.
Okay, let me explain to you. What happened was all I was doing was analyzing. Okay, I started with Duck, but I erased a lot of videos off of Duck because shit, I'm just trying to YouTube. I've been a YouTuber,
Okay.
basically looking at people and watching them, but I never made no stuff. So after Nipsey, I felt like something in my mind felt like I I see shit that these niggas ain't seeing, right? So I taught
Especially
myself
with
how
that
to edit.
Nipsey thing audio, because some of the same people that was involved with Nipsey was involved with Von. Okay, go
No,
ahead.
no, no. Yes, this always gonna is. Listen, from now on, once you in this, you're gonna realize that everyone's gonna carry over to everyone. That's the reason why I didn't do
They
anything
use the same,
on
yeah.
That's the reason why I didn't do anything on Dolph or anything because I'm only gonna whatever I feel. See what I'm saying? I felt
Mm-hmm.
something with that. So that's the reason why I did. I felt something with Duck and him. I didn't feel with the Dolph because maybe I was too involved in this YouTube shit and I was like, fuck this shit. But I felt it, okay?
Right.
So I started with Duck. What happened was I'm looking at YouTube. I don't have no page or nothing. All I have was a different page for my Audio Crack 22 where I just all I did was get rap videos that didn't have videos, like rap songs that didn't have videos, and I made videos. That's how I taught myself how to edit. So
Okay.
I did all that. You know what I mean? I'll back channel you that page so you'll see that. I don't want to promote it. It ain't even like that. So
Wait.
bam. So I did that. Now,
Well, wait a minute. For a minute, I thought you might have been involved with that guy Blackston. You ever heard of him, the Blackston
yeah,
Project?
yeah. Blackson, I like
I saw
Blackson.
him. I'm like, wait a minute, it's not Audio Crack 22. And then I saw that y'all was separate. Okay.
Yeah, we separate, but Blackson is a good dude. Whatever, listen, what I learned about YouTube is whatever a person does on their platform or whatever, however they are, I can't change that.
Mm-mm.
You see what I'm saying? Like, okay, you can say, I'm not gonna call a woman a bitch. I'm not gonna
Mm-mm.
do none of that.
Mm-mm.
But I pick the things that I appreciate about you and understand about you, and I can resonate with that, right?
I tell
So
my
yes,
listener, I
I
tell my
can. I can.
people,
Blackson is my. I fuck with Blackson. I talk to him on. I mentor him. That's my nephew. Like
okay.
sometimes I try to because I talk to him on the phone, and sometimes people are, let's say, they're a certain way to they're the way they are perceived to other people as whatever. But
Mm.
me, I'm the type of person that says I see the good in you, and I'm going to talk to you and say you don't have to do that. But if you do that, I can't stop you because you're a man. But at the same time, I see something in this guy. You see what
I
I'm
just
saying?
see, yeah,
That's like
yeah.
if people don't like you. Can I call you SG? I call you SG, spiritual gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like it's
Right.
like people don't like you, but I see something different in you, right?
Right.
I'm not gonna be on a platform where somebody talks about you. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna remove myself. Am I gonna speak up for you? Probably not, because that's just what it is. It's like you know what I'm saying? Like some people, I don't know what happened between the two of you, these people. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I
For
don't
me,
have
I
a
might
problem.
I
I
might
don't got
not
a
say nothing,
problem
and then
with
I might come to you and say, SG, you good? Is everything
right.
good with this person? Blah blah blah. And then you be like, nah, nah, nah. Then I can see the other side before I jump off the. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do. We jump off the ledge, we rock out for this person, and then this person says, "F you." So you like, damn, man. So anyway,
Mhm.
yes, Blackson, we have a relationship, and I've been knowing Blackson before. I even had a page. So if
Okay.
you go back to my first log, you look, you see how long I had my page. I seen him before that. So I've been talking to him and mentoring him and talking to him on the phone, my real phone number, telling him you don't have to do this, you don't got to, because I see he has something.
Mm-hmm.
See, you got to look at the like. I played sports all my life, so I see the good in the motherfucker. A motherfucker play basketball, he just can rebound, nigga. You a good rebounder. You can't do all the rest of the shit, but this is what you do. So we got to make sure that you understand what you can do good. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. I'm sorry, that might be the death of me, but I love people and I see the good in them and not the bad, and others see the bad first and not the good. I see the good first. So when you see me rocking with somebody, it's like, damn, why is he rocking with him? Because blah blah blah. But it's like to me, I'm like, nigga, you don't see this. I'm trying to really get him here or her here. So that yeah, that to answer your
Everyone would be more powerful if they stick together. I see Never Trust Alone has said, see, I never had, I had never even heard of him until I had called in on Sin's channel because what happened was Sin City, of course, I got, started seeing her because going back to Queen's Domain or whatever. And then, she got her own platform now. So when I called in on her channel was because y'all, I don't know, people that follow me may know that it was, it's different people that call themselves spiritual gangster, but it was this channel that was coming up on Sin's thing, and she thought it was me. And then one time I seen a picture, and a picture kind of looked like me, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. So anyway, I called in on her channel, and she been talking about who was real and who was fake, and I just happened to talk about Nipsey Hussle and the other lady, Alexis K, because of the stuff she did to one of his friends. So I didn't realize that the man Blackson was gonna take what I said and put me in the show. So at first I was kind of offended because I'm like, you didn't ask me nothing. You just included me in one of your shows. I said, you know what? It don't matter because I stand on what I said. So now I'm like, whatever it is, what it is, because it'd be different if I felt like what I said was a lie, you know? So I don't really care. He used me to, I didn't realize that he had like a Nipsey community thing going on. And that's how I realized who he was.
Right. So what you got to understand. So once you did your research, right? Because that's what I'm
Right.
getting from this. Then you understand he felt offended because this nigga right here. If you want anything about Nipsey, I'm talking about this nigga paid over 5 figures to get the emails from like things like that. You see what I'm saying? So like, okay, fine. Now let me say this for the record, and this is public. I did not
Okay.
know that he ever spoke to you or anything.
No,
You
he
see what I'm
didn't
saying?
speak on
Okay.
me. He
No,
didn't
I'm just
speak
saying.
on me. He just added, I guess what I did was confirm some of the information that he, was trying to get out. So he didn't use me in a bad way.
Okay, cool. So
Wait
okay,
a
so let me
minute.
ask you
Wait,
let me
wait,
ask
hold
you
on
this.
one
Let me ask
second.
you this
Wait one
then. Let
second.
me ask you this. Since you asked me a question, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Do you know the research on Sin City?
No, I don't really know her backstory like that. I don't really know her backstory.
Okay, I'm not gonna speak on her, but do you know a person named Ratchet TV?
Yeah, yeah. That's where I see
Okay.
her. Right, right, right.
Okay, okay. So if you go back there, then you now listen, I'm not gonna say that you're gonna change how you feel, but because what I learned, I'm gonna say this. What I learned about YouTube is some people may fuck up in the beginning. You can recreate yourself 1,000 times. Do I respect that? I don't know. It depends on what it was that you recreated yourself about.
Right,
For me to respect that. And it's up to me to say I'm subbing and watching or whatever, right?
right,
So you got to do your research on this and see where she came from and how it all began, and then go there and then make your assessment. That's what I do. I go back to the first motherfucking video. I don't care who you are. I'm gonna watch you because if I'm at work, I'm gonna have you in my earphones. So I'm gonna say because if I'm gonna get on somebody's platform or I'm a comment to them, I'm gonna listen to what the fuck. I'm gonna research them, and you
right,
could tell that through my content, right?
right.
So do that, and then let's have this conversation later because I don't want to speak on her in a bad light or any light
Yeah,
until you
like
do
I
that,
don't
and then
really,
we
I
can have
don't.
this conversation again. But
Yeah, like I'm
just like
not.
how you asked me about Blackson, you got to do that with you see what I'm saying?
Right. I
All
really
right,
wasn't saying
all right.
anything bad about him. I just didn't understand. Well, he, seeing me on her thing, which her thing is her thing, but I don't, the reason why I was, like I said, I seen her that's how I first seen her from Ratchet TV and from Queen's Domain or whatever. And then, I would just pop in or out. And like the young lady said, I thought that was weird. Cause like what I got now, I think I got I may have 1,800. I forgot y'all how many followers I got, but to me, I'm just a small person. But to see somebody imitate me, I'm like I'm bigger than what I know because I'm like, am I? Wait a hold on. In my mind, I'm like I know this not supposed to be me, and it was somebody really trying to imitate me. And I'm thinking like, why are they doing this? So is my light stronger than what I believe it is? And I'm like, these people got a fake page of me. Like, what are you trying to prove here? Now all of a
Got you. But see, when you do your research, you'll see that I believe that this lady must have said something about Blackson or something in order for him to. Because
go to
every
her
time I did
page.
my say it again. Go ahead.
You said she must have said something to him for him to get to her page. I don't even know.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So when you because for me, I've been knowing Blackson since Nipsey before I had a page. Remember, I didn't have a page. I'm just a YouTube subscriber. So I've seen all these people from the Skulls to everybody. I've seen them when they made their first post. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Right.
So what happens is when you go back and you see, and then you thinking this person is this way, you must have just got caught in the crossfire.
Hmm.
Because I'm gonna stand on Blackston because he does get
Yeah,
out of
I
his.
don't, you know, I don't see. I don't even know if they got a problem with each other. I don't even know because I don't have a problem with him. The only thing that I was saying, because I mean, he inboxed me on Instagram, and I asked him why did he use me. He gonna say freedom of speech or some shit. So I look back. I said, let me just go and see exactly what it is that he used me in. And I seen what he did was basically just use me to confirm some of the fake people, and that was it. So I was like, okay, I ain't got a problem with him. You know what I'm saying? We good.
Oh, okay. Well then, see, like I said, I didn't see this, so well then shit. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. All he
I
did
wasn't
was
never
that's what I'm
saying
saying. You
nothing.
got caught in
He
the
just
crossfire.
Yeah, he just used,
Yeah.
because I didn't realize that he had a whole Nipsey thing going on. And what he did was, like, just kind of confirmed some of the fake psyches because, like I said, I was like, why is this lady talking about she a crisis actor when the young lady tomorrow, because she gonna say that the lady worked at the barbershop or something. I'm like, she a whole person that teaches paint and art, and she was proved to be his friend from like sixth or seventh grade. And when you higher vibrational people, I had started talking to her on Instagram, and we just connected. And she had, I do skincare, and that's how Nipsey bring people together. It was just funny because a lot of his friends would reply back to me. So when the lady started to tell people that she was a fake, people started to go to her page and was threatening her life, and threatening her daughter's life. You know how people love Nipsey Hussle. Her mother, who's not even on Instagram, had to come on Instagram and make a whole video letting these people know that the psychic was fake because the psychic, basically said she was raised in a broken home, which was a lie. She was raised by her mother and father. So something I said just helped him just like push out the truth that he had on his page. So when I seen that,
Yeah.
I wasn't offended anymore.
Okay, so then you was just caught in the crossfire, like I said,
Yeah,
like I think, because like I said, I don't know about what's going on, but like I said, if you go back, see, I'm not telling you what to do, but like as thinkers and as creators and as because what you said earlier, that's it resonated when we said you're not a
I'm not a psychic. No,
yeah.
I
Okay,
just,
there it is. You're
I'm in,
not that, right? So
no,
if
I'm
you're
in
not
tune with
that,
spirit,
I can
right?
respect that because I listen, I'm gonna be real. I don't understand psychic stuff,
I'm not no
right?
psychic. I've said that from the beginning. I've
Right?
always been given stuff. I've always like or know something, and I never knew like why. I could be like when I used to drive Lyft, it'd be a thought in my mind about somebody in the back seat I've never met in my life. I say it, they look at me like, "How do you know this?" I don't be knowing. It just be like the spirit. I just spit it out my mouth, and that's
Okay.
crazy.
Okay, check this out. You're not crazy. Because listen what I told you. I said, I'm watching this. I don't have a page on YouTube and I'm watching the Nipsey thing. I'm watching all of this stuff happen, right? And what happened was I felt something like that's not right. I'm looking at this footage and I'm saying, I think that this is this. That doesn't mean I'm just thinking like whatever's coming to me. So
Right.
when you said that, it made me feel much, how can I say it? I don't want to offend you, but because I don't understand, no, it's just the fact that I don't understand psychic stuff. So if you
I'm
say
just,
you're
I
a
feel like
psychic,
I'm
I
in
don't get
tune.
it. But if you come at
Yeah.
me like how you said, I had a feeling and I understand and I went with it, I get that.
Right. I
But if
think
you
it's just
saying
like
I can tell the future, then nigga tell me how to get this money.
right. Because I don't know.
This
I'm
is not, I'm not
confused.
trying to be funny, but you get what I'm saying?
Right.
I
No.
respect everyone. I'm non-biased. I try to go shoot down the middle. And I get fucked over for that. Because niggas is like, crack, tell it like it is. And I want to tell it like it is. I believe one time you told me, nigga, just say it in my comments. I
Yeah.
remember reading
I
that shit
just,
and I was like,
yeah.
my heart, I was like, damn, I should, but
Just like you just told me to say something. Sometimes we
then nigga
need.
say it.
Right.
But I get it though, because when you said that, I was like, damn. I just, I'm trying to be this thing. You know, sometimes on YouTube, you know how YouTube is. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I'm like, man, look, man, I'm just gonna shoot it down the middle. I leave it up to y'all. Y'all get in the comments and holler at me.
Yeah, what resonates with you because what's crazy is when like this stuff first happening, there's gonna be people that's going to be on the side of different people that was involved with Vaughn. And there's gonna be people that's gonna think, well, these people are not so much what they think for Vaughn. But like if you're in the spirit and you like, I don't know, some like I remember, I don't know, like I wasn't even in touch with Asian at the time. I think I may have just said I was praying for her because she just looked so hurt or whatever. And then I seen her, I believe it was the first time that she had went back to Chicago after he had passed. And she just started breaking down crying. And I'm like, dang, it's like I felt so much pain and hurt. Like I was probably feeling his pain, her pain. I'm like, oh Lord, I can't watch this. So I just prayed for her and got off. The next day, she was in my DMs on Instagram. And I think maybe he was leading different people that he cared about to people that he felt that could help them. Because I even spoke to Balo when I went out to Chicago. I had spoke to Balo before, and I only was there for a day. That's his cousin. And I was like, I would love to meet you. I said, you want to meet the crazy lady who said they feel your cousin? He was like, yeah, I'll meet you. But I had seen it before I left. So I don't know. Spirit is crazy. I don't be knowing why stuff happened. I can't tell you. I just know, like you said, when you in tune to something, maybe we just get
Yeah,
different vibrations from stuff.
yeah.
Who
You
knows?
don't got to call yourself this or that. You don't have to
Right.
label yourself. It's just because it's a lot of people that's like us that get that. But it's funny because I remember when you said, I remember in my
Well,
comments,
yeah,
you said,
somebody in the comments said they definitely need to give you credit for exposing Jameson the cop. Yes, because you was the first one.
yeah, but that's neither here nor there because he's still moving. You see
Yeah,
what I'm
he
saying? Like,
is.
and it's respect to whoever said that, but like the work ain't done. And
No,
like I
it's not.
said, that's why I brought in. Well, I didn't bring in. I got reached out to by the Janiyah Johnson, Brian's Finesse, and all that media. And those are the youngsters when they don't have many subscribers, but fam, listen to me. They
I'm
got the
somebody.
they got the ball. It's
I'm
a
gonna
young
look.
nigga world.
That's
You
how
see what
I
I'm
found out
saying?
about Janiyah Johnson because somebody who knows really for Vaughn um DM me on Instagram for me to find her on YouTube.
I'm telling you, you need to rock out. Go ahead and rock out with her. And what I'm saying because those are the motherfuckers that I've done what I could do. You see what I'm saying? Like, only
Right.
thing I could do is go live and play my old shit because I feel like I've done it. But they're seeing things I didn't see. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Right.
They bringing shit to my attention where I'm like, damn, I could do a video, but like, why? They winning.
You feel
So
like me, like the story is told. Like I
no, I
told
mean,
what was on my heart. I told it. I told what I
my
felt like
yeah,
would
on
bring it
your
to
heart,
light.
yeah, yeah.
I
Like I
told
don't know what
that
else
part.
to say, but I'm not gonna lie. Like they giving me motivation though. They giving me a lot of motivation and got my mind thinking, and I be thinking, damn, what can I do? But I be trying to. I want them to do it, but I can't tell them how to do it and what to do. You know what I'm saying? Because they got their own mind. So I just rock out with them.
Now,
You know what I'm
what's
saying?
crazy is what I might see for you is now what if now, like you said, you get motivated, right?
Yeah,
And like how me and you both said, it's stuff that's on them hard drive. But
yeah.
what if you start to hear something in these new music that's coming out that you feel might be related? That might make you make more videos.
Well, it's like what makes me make the videos is how I feel. Like like from them,
Oh, Janai in the chat.
I can't see nothing right now because I'm on my cell
Yeah.
phone. But from them, it's like they got so much information, man. So I just try to pick and choose, but I don't want to step on their toes. Like I want them to, you know what I'm saying? But like I see so much information in that motherfucker that I could do, but it's their information. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
they got this shit. So all I
Yeah,
do is just if they ask me, man, I swear to God, if they sat there and said, "Crack, explain to me what to do," boy, I got so much shit in my mind, but I don't want to just step on their toes because I want them to feel like they them. You see what I'm saying? Like,
right,
so like I just rock with them. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like that's all. Like I just rock out with them, and I'm still getting the motivation, but like it's gonna it's gonna come to me. Whatever it is, it's gonna come to me, and I'm gonna know, nigga, pull that computer out and get busy. But until then shit, I'm just fucking with them. I'm in the chat with them in the back channel, and we just rocking out, and I just support them. I try to comment on all their videos and like them, and I watch them all. You
right.
know what I'm
You
saying?
know,
So like,
y'all, they, I don't, okay, they, look, oh, this is my stance, y'all. And because I like, Janelle, I love your channel. And I don't know what makes y'all feel like Asian knew. I don't believe that she knew. I really don't. That's what's in my heart. I spoke to that young lady for over 2 years. She told me some things about some people that was very close to him. Some of them knew, I think. Now, let me tell you what happened. Towards the end, Vaughn did start to see what she had been telling him. What she was trying to get him to see was the people around him was no good. But because Vaughn was so loyal to his friends, he wasn't trying to hear what she was talking about. Now, it may look to people, she is in the industry. She do got to make money. I don't exactly know everything that she may have known, but I do not believe that she knew that they were going to do what they did that night. I just, that's just what I feel. I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm completely right, but there's no way for 2 years this girl don't know me from Adam to tell me some of the things that she told me. Some of the closest people, y'all, to him, I believe they knew. Just like I say it. What is his cousin name? Boss Top. Supposedly, the day after everything happened, came to the family and said one thing, but because he need money, he started acting a different way. So I believe the people that was around, they worked very hard to get Asian away from him because she was the person that brought him calmness. They didn't want that boy to have peace. So people may look at her like she's a bad guy or a bad person, but she was the only one that gave him some type of sense of calm. If you notice, towards the end when they broke up, he looked very unhappy. That's just my thoughts about it. I could
okay,
be wrong.
okay, let me speak on it. I kind of agree with what you're saying, right? But
Yeah,
like I said, remember we spoke about earlier. We spoke about doing your research on the individual, right?
right.
If you have you ever heard what Say Cheese, when she got into the beef with Say Cheese about a year ago, and what she said?
Uh-uh. I
Okay,
don't know.
see what I'm saying? So once you go back, I'm not gonna speak on it because
Right.
it's
I'll
up
go
to
back
you.
and look
Like
myself.
sometimes you got to leave it up to the individual, and that's how I'm gonna give the measuring stick to you. Like, okay, are you doing what you got to do? And then, like you said earlier, sometimes I rock with a motherfucker, and sometimes I stop watching them. So
Right.
once you go do your real research on a motherfucker, then you gonna see, damn, certain shit was happening before she even met Vaughn. Blah blah blah. This blah 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 that. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it. It's up to you to go do that, and then when you go do that, we'll speak again about it.
Yeah.
But everything ain't what you got to look, man. A day is 24 hours. So much shit happened in a day. So think about a year or 2 years. You got to go back, and you got to sometimes when you motherfucker ain't got shit to do, if you really invested in the shit, and that's what I did. I used to just listen to shit. I always listen to motherfuckers with no subscribers. I always listen to the interviews. The interviews is gonna tell you everything because that's them speaking. So I went back to the beginning, and then you start to make your assessment, and then you have a better narrative instead of just thinking like you a ratchet or somebody just out here
Right.
shitting on people's families and all that. I ain't into all that. I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna do it. If you do that, I ain't fucking with you.
Yeah.
Like the
My
family
thing
is the
is,
family. I don't give a
look,
fuck if they wasn't there. Like, cause that happened in my life. Some of my family wasn't there, but you think that I'm a shit on them because my cousin died and my auntie wasn't there for like, come on, my nigga. I'm a grieve for my auntie, right?
right.
All right. So Look, man, you just got to go back and look at these people. These people are invested, man. That girl, 14 years old, and say cheese. I think he was about 19. It was some things going on in Dallas at that time, and she brought it up. Parties, all these kind of things, right? So then you understand where the, I guess you'll call where it started. Where you, how the fuck you here at 14, right?
Okay,
And
we
you're
talking about
19 and you doing and you out here doing this. How are you there, right?
right. Are we
Trust
talking
me,
about
she knew
we talking
something.
about Asian?
She knew. You got to understand that. Like, why weren't you there? I'm not knocking her. You got to understand. Look, sometimes people gonna reach out to you because they feel like you want a certain. Let me shut you up. I'm not saying she did that to you, but you got to open your mind a little more. It
Okay.
ain't always about a motherfucker reaching out to you, fam. You gotta like, you, trust me. When you go back and you hear what you find what I'm saying, you gonna say, "Crack, you was right." That's all I'm saying. You see what I'm
Janaya,
saying? So, it ain't
you want
about
to join? You
motherfuckers
can
hating
hit
you and
the
all
link.
that.
I
And
think
it's
it's at
cool
the
that they
top of
hit you,
the.
but man, like this shit for real. This,
Yeah.
this, this nigga got kids. He
Right.
has a family, a mother. Like,
Right.
fuck all that other shit. Not to you. I'm not speaking to you,
No, I
but
feel
all
so.
that other shit.
His
I'm just
mom,
speaking in general. Man, fuck all that other shit. This
like,
nigga, I don't care what he did. Some people, everybody do fucked up shit in life. Everybody. We
right.
all, nigga, I done been to jail. Nigga, my whole juvenile, I done been locked. But I can't change my life. Like, I can't be a better person. Come on,
Yeah, I
man.
believe that. I believe
So
that he
we
was
gotta
on a
respect
path to
that.
change. I really do, and I don't think they wanted him to change. So they tried to create havoc at the end. You know.
So that right there lets you know it's a bigger picture. And then when you look at the, so now we know that after we do all our research, we see somebody didn't want this nigga to change, right? So then we go to the
Exactly.
video. We fast forward. Now we looking at the footage like this ain't what the fuck? How is this nigga fighting anybody? Right?
He shouldn't have been.
Okay. So then we go on and then we start to break down the gang, the members. Damn, nigga.
Yeah, she want to join. How did you join Audio Crack? Did you look at the? It was a link I dropped at the
Yeah,
beginning.
it's a link at the top.
There's a link at the top. You can join tonight. I don't
Oh,
know.
what's up, Janai? That's
It's
gang right there.
it still should be in there.
Yeah. Oh,
It's the
there.
link at the top of the chat.
Yeah, that's gang.
Yeah, because
Yesterday, and
I
let me
like
say,
to look
can I
at
say
stuff
this?
from
Happy
everybody's
birthday, because
angle.
that was her birthday was yesterday. So happy birthday
Oh,
to her.
happy birthday! You an
Facts.
Aries. I'm an Aries. My birthday coming up
Yeah,
too.
salute to the, yeah. But yeah, like you know what I'm saying. So like that's like a lot of people don't do that. So I like to go through because I don't want to smut a nigga name. You see what I'm saying? So like or anybody. So I do my research and I take a lot of time at work in my earphones to listen to the things that people won't listen to, and then I can make my assessment to be better than what the next motherfucker put out.
Right.
Cause you really didn't do the, and then that's why I like to put the clips in there to show what a motherfucker said. It might be 2 years ago, but you said this. Like you don't people like look, man. Grown people don't change, man. Young people they change, but it takes
You're right.
something
If you
to.
think about it, though, like I know she is from Texas, and I do think like her family might have been in some of the ways of the street or whatever. So, like you're right. I should do my research because I didn't never know at that young of an age could she be around any of those type of people.
Now watch, she gonna say that when she go. It's a clip where she talking about the say cheese said something, and she went in on that nigga and said, "Nigga, don't act like you wasn't there at them parties." Blah blah blah,
Come
and
on and
she
join. I got. She want to. Can you go back to the top of the
yeah tell her to go to all the way, go
Go
to the
all the way up
chat
to the
and go all the
top
way
and
to the
click the
top.
link because I don't want to mess up. I'm not good with
Yeah, I
um
can't see shit. I'm on my cell
this
phone, so I can't see
free
nothing.
yard thing. Because before I wanted somebody to join, they couldn't join. So before I even did this today, I tested out myself to see if you could click in. You can go all the way back to the top. You can click in. It's the first comment I made.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't see no comments, so just Scroll all the way to the top of the what you call it and click that link. You'll be all right.
And it's okay. Like we can disagree about anything, you know. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know, you just try to go by what you think, and you would think like you would hope he had somebody genuine around him. But I just didn't see it at all. And it was like you surrounded by snakes, and that's just horrible. It's horrible to think of because to me, the tweets at the end kind of said something because he was like, "I'm not hiding." You know, I'm outside. I should never trust the niggas. And it's like, what was going through his mind? And what's crazy is like, why right before people die, you go back and you look at their tweets and you think like, what was going on within that week?
Right. But we can't put all our marbles in a nigga tweet because
Right,
it's a million people. He could be talking about the gang. He could be talking about moms, auntie, somebody calling for money, whatever, right? So with her, you so then if people feel that way about her, right? Then you have to do your research on her. So when that's what I did. I take each individual, I put them on my desktop, every picture. Then I go the first person. Then I go all the way back to where each interview, and I don't give a fuck if I go all the way to the bottom on YouTube. You know how you put their name in, go all the way to the bottom. I'm talking about niggas that just was recording them on the street. So you just watching. And then you get to know this motherfucker because I mean this documentation is really them. So if you got the gift, not to say you're a psychic, but you sit come to you, once you start reading them from that point, you start to understand, okay, this is who this is, blah, blah, blah. Then I start to get into the interviews when they start to make it. And the
right.
nigga,
Hey, can y'all
yeah,
hear
he
me?
could be,
We
yeah.
can hear you.
Then a nigga could be capping, right? But if you gonna figure all that out. You can weed all that out. As a grown motherfucker, you should be able to weed all that out. What's up, Janai though? Salute, gang.
Hey, hey, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah, I
can
can
hear
hear you.
you. Go ahead, baby. You can talk.
Okay. I want to say about Asian doll, little Dirk put it's an interview where Vaughn was talking and it's on Robert Catch Mason, I believe that's his YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Um, it's a video where Vaughn was talking and someone was asking him questions like he didn't even know, but Dirk put Asian doll on to Vaughn because she was supposed to be the person to watch Vaughn the whole time, but then they start catching feelings for each other. So some parts you saying, yeah, she had she didn't knew, but she knew he was gonna get set up, but she didn't know when exactly. I don't know when she knew, but I know that Agent Doll knew about Vaughn being set up because she texted baby mama and said that nobody knew that Vaughn was getting 4 mil except his homies, and how would she know?
I seen that too.
So yeah, Agent Doll, and she said on this live video, I can't wait till that get touched because Vaughn was messing around with young boy baby mama Jania, but he really wasn't messing with her. He was just getting back at her
Now on that
because she
video,
went to
people
young
thought
boy
that she
in
was
his
talking
phone.
about him, but she wasn't talking about Vaughn on that video. I can't think about.
She,
I gotta remember who she was talking
I
about.
know who you think she was talking about, but she was talking about Vaughn. She was talking about Vaughn. I text Agent All too. Me and Agent All had a conversation recently. We had a conversation. I just didn't post it because I'm not really with the internet stuff. So,
Right.
but it's a lot of people that was there that night that blocked me. If none of this was true, y'all would not block me. It's other people comment on Dirk stuff all the time. Slide for Vaughn. They stuff don't get deleted. If I comment on Dirk picture, my stuff get deleted. So yeah, a lot of this stuff, a lot of the people, um, a lot of the people that was with Vaughn that night was never really messing with Vaughn because Vaughn originally wasn't even from O Block. He was from Kilowar. His real homies are dead. I'm gonna just say that. Put it that way. T Roy, Slutty, like the people who was riding for him, them his real homies. Everybody else they knew, and Muop and the rest of them, they got tricked. See, they thought they was. I think they did get money out of it, but see, on this app called Reddit, somebody predicted it like Like 2 days after Von died, after they signed, it was like, I don't think they should have signed because they're gonna get hit with a RICO messing with 100K track. So yeah, Dirk was hanging out with them to make it seem like, oh, we good, but he shiced them out also. He don't even follow Muwap no more or none of that.
I think they were had
Meanwhile,
already been
meanwhile he,
looking at them. I think that they had
yeah, but
already been.
you think so? Well,
Yeah, I
yeah, they
think
was, but at the same time, yeah, they was gonna look, but at the same time,
I
I
think that
can't
stuff
say.
with
I don't
Dirk
really
is.
know how to
I think the stuff with Dirk probably goes back even deeper than what we already see, because if you think about it, I think we lost audio crack, but if you think about it, it's some type of connection with Dirk and that mayor.
Yeah, I know.
So
Yeah, they had a real close connection. She wanted this. She spoke bad on Doug. Like she literally spoke real bad on Doug, really bad. And yeah, she and Dirk had a kind of close relationship. See, my friend, she know more about the mayor. Like she knows she can explain it to you better than I can, because I really only know about Vaughn the most and Lil Dirk and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you earlier, SG. It's a brand's finesse. Like with them two, they kind of like a team. You know what I'm saying? Like she go with Devon, and then brands will do the back end. So it's a good
Yeah.
team. You know what I'm saying? So like they rock out together. So like I want you to just I'm gonna link you in with the Facebook book group, and then you can come on and see what's going on over there, and then you know what I'm saying, understand what's really
just
going on because these some motherfuckers that like I'm telling you, like the shit that I thought I knew, some of the shit they put in this chat that I fuck with them in, I would never ever know. You know what I'm saying? Like they're a little bit deeper. You know what I'm saying? Like than what I was going. You see what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah.
So I thought that too. I thought the mayor was related to Dirk. I thought that as well because I thought somebody was saying that that was his auntie. Yeah, it's no conspiracy. I don't believe that it's a conspiracy at all. I think, like, now that Bond is gone, so it's going to be more easier for them to pin everything on him. So everything kind of goes away.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
they
mean,
could they
we
could
could actually see
attempt
that
to.
by the KI situation. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
my nigga, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. My opinion, if Vaughn was alive right now, either they was gonna get him no matter what. They had the KI situation in the fifth pocket. They had the situation from Atlanta in the fifth pocket, and whatever else they could have threw on a nigga just from tweets and all type of other shit. So regardless, I feel like it would. So that's why I feel like it's so fucked up, and it ain't right. And you can
Yeah.
see it clear. You can see it clear as day. Like I don't give a fuck. You can see it.
I mean, Dirk. I don't want to say that, but I'm gonna just say allegedly. Dirk. It's two girls that he got rid of. I don't know if people know about it, but he got two girls rid of, a white girl and this black lady. So they should
Allegedly,
be
yeah. I
locked
think it
up
was
too.
somebody that he had been dating before something happened to them. And then think about the career of that girl that he was messing with from Detroit. What's her name?
Uh,
I
oh, I
can't
didn't know
think.
nothing about it. See,
Yeah, he
I
was
didn't
messing.
really listen to Dirk.
It's a girl that he was messing with. I can't think of her name. And they were dating on the problems.
You
Oh,
talking about Dirt?
is it
Yeah,
Dej
Oh no, I
Loaf?
don't, yeah.
Stage Loaf, right. They was, and then all of a
Oh,
sudden, after they broke up, it's like her career just stopped moving. I don't know. It's just like a lot of energy to me that follows behind him. It's crazy. I could be wrong, but it just be crazy the way stuff happens around him.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. With Asian Doll, I'm gonna say this. Being involved, I will say this. Like I told you, SG, once you go do the research on the situation and then go pull up that situation where I was talking about
Just say cheese.
what's the name? Say cheese.
Right.
Yeah. Then we can have this conversation again because I can understand why you don't believe what's going on and all that. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. We need
What
people
with
that
Asian on?
Well, yeah, it's like to me, y'all, I don't know like how far y'all say her involvement might have been. I don't know. But I just can't get that much acting in the world. There's not that much acting in the world to me, but I could be wrong.
Asian, I'm gonna say this. Asian doll didn't even cry. She fake cried. She started crying and she started laughing. Like, I don't understand. But
and I'm
I
gonna say
just
this.
know for sure. Go
And
ahead,
I'm gonna
Craig.
say this. Like I'm not gonna say I'm regard like look, people that's like that, man, like you got to remember Asian Doll wasn't with him before about what? Let's say a year. I might be giving maybe I'm giving him a lot. But a year? Like you don't. The nigga been he on tour, he doing his shit. Nigga ain't really around you like that. Might be talking to you all the time, but you really ain't locked in. And the reason why I say that is because why you just bounce right back after that, fucking with the other nigga from Florida. The I forgot his name. What's the nigga name from Florida? That fuck with
With
Jack Boy.
hold on. Yeah.
who? What's his name?
Jack
They were
Boy.
together. They were together like
Jack
2 years.
Boy.
So she did
Exactly.
she
You see
did
what I'm saying? Like,
see
if you was that
everybody
Remember
is
his song
invested,
with
different though,
Bob
y'all.
before he
Everybody
died?
is different. So you can't like
no, I'm
I
not.
mean
I'm not
everybody is different. So, people move on in their own time. I'm not
right. But you gotta
I'm
understand this
not
industry shit, right?
right.
Okay,
But
industry shit. You get in, you get out, right? Like, tell me how many motherfuckers in the industry that you know got married. Ain't no married motherfuckers like motherfucker get passed around. Motherfucker be like with here, right? So like I said, I can't sell you on what I feel like or what we feel like about Asian Doll until you go back and then you do the research and then when we come back to this table again, we could really dissect the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like it's good for us like to give you a chance to go figure out and go do your research because I feel like I did. So I'm standing on my 10. You know what I'm saying? So like that's all I really could say is like you got to go check that out because once you check that out, then you might have a different aspect because when she says what she said at 14 years old, what she was doing in this industry, you gonna understand she was in there. You see what I'm saying?
I have to look back at that interview. I would have to look at it. I'm just saying from my perspective, like you said, like people can seek you out for different things.
I think
But I don't know, y'all. I would have to look at it myself. But to me, she doesn't, it was major things that was going on beyond that to me that led to what happened with him.
I
Go ahead, tonight. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't know what happened to her. I thought she was about to say something. Yeah, but it's just, I see what
oh
to say. Go ahead. The world was telling her to move
I
on.
just know more about Vaughn, so
But that's the reason why you gotta, that's why I was telling.
I know more about Vaughn.
See, that's what I was trying to tell you earlier, SG, that what we speak about and what they drop, that we talk about behind the scenes, they haven't put out yet. So I'm encouraging them to make more videos and put all that out because what I'm seeing behind the scenes will, I'm not saying contradict what you're saying, but it will make you see what they trying to formulate. You see what I'm saying? Because they just ain't put it all out. But I'm seeing it when we dropping it, when we talking and we looking at the shit. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to change with how you feel or nothing like that. But when you get the evidence, you do your research, maybe you can understand where we coming from. You see what I'm saying?
I don't think, like what anybody ever really know that part of the situation because, that's between two people. I don't know. But I would have to go back and look, like you said, at the different stuff of what's going on. I'll have to do that. And that, I just, in my mind, I think they were together. She told me, I believe 2 years. And some of the stuff that she told me that was going on, nobody even really knew. That's just like when they were she was against them. So my thing is this: if she was involved with them, she came out saying that she felt the whole camp played him. She also had told me when um that case with Dirk and Vaughn in Atlanta, Dirk didn't get Vaughn a lawyer. She had to call and get Vaughn a lawyer. So I just don't see, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just me. And I'm just, speaking on the things that she spoke with me about. So if she's down with them, how do you come out publicly saying you feel like they all played them? She didn't even go to nothing because of how she felt they was against, how they tried to make fun of her. So I don't know. I just have to go back and do my own research
Yeah,
about
like,
the
okay, check
situation.
it out. I'm not trying to deter you from how you feel. You see what I'm saying? Like, please don't take this in no other way.
No, I'm not.
All I'm saying is,
Because I
my
like you. You
opinion
know what I'm
is,
saying? Everybody gonna feel the way they feel.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So what I'm saying is, like, she been in the industry since a certain age. You gonna see the pictures. You gonna say, damn. You gonna see she was a child, and
Right.
she. I don't know how she was in the mix now. I don't know that. I don't know if she got a cousin, brother, whatever, uncle, daddy, whatever was in the music industry, but she was in the mix. So once you do this research, I'm gonna try to find the shit and I'm gonna drop a link in the IG so that it'd be easier for you. So you ain't gotta do all that extra shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Brand.
So
Somebody else
then
want.
we can go, like I said, we can go through that shit, check
Yeah.
it out, and then we'll come back to the table and then we'll go back over it because like you said earlier, you ain't really checked out the before. So I did.
Yeah.
So what we got to do is we got to do our proper research, and then we come back to the table, and then we have a round table talk again, and then we on like a light.
Right.
Yeah. So nobody, we ain't trying to tell you wrong, but at the same time, we might have seen some things that you didn't see that might have made our minds feel like this way. Until you see them things or hear those things, you never gonna understand where we come from. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
All right. So we good. We nobody trying to like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
We just
I
want you
don't
to
feel
get
offended at
the
all,
proper
y'all.
shit.
I've learned like throughout this whole thing that you got to be open minded. You can't just be offended, because if you're trying to learn anything, everybody's going to say, feel a certain way. I'm not going to be offended by what you're saying. I'm not, I don't feel like you saying it to make me feel like I'm less than or anything like that because I believe that, that you feel that I do know some things. And like you said, like when you communicate with a person, you get a relationship with them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if other people have talked to her or however. I just feel a certain way because I communicated back and forth with this person. She told me some things that I wouldn't want to reveal to other people because if you trust somebody, that's what you're there for to help them. So I'm not going to bash a person. So whether if I disagree with her or not, I'll let a person know if I disagree with them.
Listen, you playing it exactly how you supposed to play it as a real woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course you're not gonna do that. But we're not trying to deter you, but we just want you
Oh,
to see where we coming from so that you can understand where we coming from so you don't think we crazy. Like,
no,
oh, okay, I see where y'all got that. I see where you got the narrative from. But if you ain't seen that, then it sounds like we're crazy. You see what I'm saying? We
right.
looking like goofies, like trying
Well,
to.
no, I don't feel like y'all crazy. I just feel like everybody, like you said, everybody going to have their own angle if they have a certain type of information. I may
Yes,
not have seen the same information or got the same information that you got that made you feel that way.
there we go. So then we locked in. So there it is. Like once you do that, we come back, and then we not trying to sway your shit, but if it's more than one motherfucking individual saying the same thing, then maybe once you come back, you might be like, damn, I didn't see that. But
And then
even if you
look, and
still
then
feel the
like my
same
thing
way,
is,
you'll be
look, my
like,
thing
damn, I
is
understand where y'all getting that from.
now if she's supposed to be so, where they feel like she was down with them too, it's like to me, they were blackballing her to like not be able to speak nothing good on him or stuff like that. So it's just all crazy. But the industry is a weird place. So like you said,
Exactly.
you gotta
So
dissect the layers of it to get down to the root of it.
exactly. So remember, the industry. So let's just say we don't know. We just thought that Asian doll just came in the industry. But when you get this situation where she coming at a known blogger that's really hot about the age she was in the industry and the parties they was going to, what age he was and she was, then this shit been here for a minute. So you locked in the industry because let's just be clear, like the, her music is cool, but when she got with Vaughn, she started sounding like Vaughn. That's when niggas started gravitating, in my opinion. So it's like it's certain things, and then she started. You'll see the attachment to different rappers and all that, and then we'll come back to the table and we'll see how you feel then. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Yeah.
We got somebody in the chat. Brands, can
Hey,
you hear us?
good evening. Good evening.
How you doing?
Salute,
What's up?
Brands. That's
What's
the other
up?
gang I was telling you about earlier.
Okay, you want to speak as y'all look.
Yes,
I'm
a
not
grateful
on
head.
the I don't have the StreamYard where you pay for it yet, so I think I can only get 3 people in here at a time. Look, I'm just experiencing with StreamYard. But go ahead and speak.
That's cool. So I was just wondering, like, do you guys like think that Dirk put Asian onto Vaughn for a reason?
See, that's what I don't know, y'all. Cause see, I've heard that before. I've
Yeah,
heard that.
about it. He's made a song about it. When he was on that interview, doing the interview, he said he met her at the basketball court with Dirk. Like, I feel like they put her onto him.
I do remember that that's where they're supposed to meet at that celebrity basketball game.
Yeah. And then the song with OMB, PZ, Vaughn, and Jack Boy, Vaughn says it directly in that song, in that remix.
Oh, which song is that?
I forget the name of it off my head, but it's OMB, PZ, Jack Boy, and King Vaughn. If you
Now,
just look
okay.
that up, if you
Now look,
just look,
So
yep,
when they put if they allegedly, we're gonna say allegedly, y'all, because
yeah,
everything is
allegedly,
allegedly. Now, so what people wasn't counting on was for them to fall in love or something, and that's where it went wrong.
I feel like she was Dirk's eyes the whole time. I feel like she was just going back and forth because the one who really put her on was Little Mister Newski. So she's been around Dirk this whole entire time. Like, and Vaughn didn't know that. Remember, Vaughn called her out for it. He didn't know
Okay,
that
can I
she.
say something?
Yeah, go
Yep,
ahead, because this is something that y'all telling me. I don't know.
yep.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to explain to you, SG. Like when they reached out to me and we started to speak, this is where I got more information that I thought I had in
Hmm.
my in my head. You see what I'm saying? But the proof was there. Now, if they had our chat and showed you, then you'll understand. But I said you. That's why I keep telling you you gonna have to. You should listen to them. Well, not you should, but if you got the time, listen to them, and then you'll understand where I'm coming from. Because you know what I mean. Like my the shit I did is what I did for Vaughn.
Yep.
But when they got with me, they showed me so much fucking more that made me feel like, God damn, this shit really is fucked up. Shit that I didn't go to because I mean you only got 24 hours in a day, so I can't look and listen to everything, right?
So
So
wait a
when
minute, 'cause
they
like this guy, little Mister and Newski got killed how many years ago? So you saying Asian knew these people?
Yeah,
little Mister is
they're the ones who put Asian on. If you listen to Little Mister's interview, the one that he was wearing the red jacket, he tells you right in there in that interview. See, what I do is I listen to every single thing. Like
yeah, yeah.
I don't miss a beat. Trust me. When it comes
Nah,
to Vaughn in this situation, I don't miss shit. But
Because little Mister is
Dirt,
Dirk's
Dirt
cousin.
little cousin.
Dirk's little cousin, the one that Vaughn
Yes,
said, "Man, fuck little Mister," like.
yeah.
And then
Now,
Remember
Dirk
Von
Dirk
said that in the
told
back of the truck.
Vaughn Dirk told Vaughn that he gave him a pass and he believed him. Like, I listened to I was a Dirk fan since 2012. Like, I've been listening to him forever. So
I never cared for Little Dirk. That's
I
I
know,
never
I know,
cared
I know. But where I'm from, like, everybody's about Dirk. Everybody.
for.
But
Okay.
as soon as this went down, I can't even stop him right now. Like, I can't. And that's just how I feel. Like, I've been doing this research now for so long. Like, I feel like I know everything about Vaughn.
Look. I feel the same way, but when I got with them, I felt like I knew nothing. So it's like it's good to be able to have these kind of conversations so that you can understand what's going on and who is who, blah blah blah. You get what I'm saying? Because
Right.
if I didn't get with them, I would not even understand half this shit that I thought I knew. You see what I'm
Yep.
saying? You think you know, not you, but people think they know what it is until they get with other people and say, "Look at this, look at this," and you be like, "Oh shit,"
You
and
just
that
Right.
gotta
shit
look
makes sense.
behind
Hey,
them. You
look, y'all.
know,
I gotta go right quick. I'll be back in
Okay.
like 10 minutes. I'm
All
gonna call
right.
back in.
all
Okay.
right.
All right.
I can't ask Janaya. She's back in.
So
Yeah.
me and Janae, so me and
All
Janae,
right.
so me and
Janaea.
Janae, yeah, we met on a one of those Facebook groups, and ever since she hit me up, from then on, it was like we're a team. We call each other twins and everything, cause whatever she's thinking, I'm saying the same thing. Like it's crazy. We look at the same things. We notice the same things. And we've been noticing things like people wouldn't even notice.
Oh,
That's
wait
how.
a minute. Hold on. Okay. Let me tell y'all something. Now that y'all making me think.
Mhm.
Okay. Y'all are you might oh, okay, hold on. Now I gotta
What?
go back because I'm thinking about conversations that me and her had. And in the end, I believe that Vaughn did tell her that supposedly Dirk used her, but she didn't even know. And I think they both were mad about it. It's crazy because I don't think that she knew that she was being used.
She
I can't
tells
remember, y'all. I wish that I could show you
you.
some of the old DMs
You know.
that she had spoke to me about. I believe
Yeah.
at the end, a lot of stuff started to become clear to him, and he was making her aware of it as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
I don't know, y'all hear some feedback. Let me know if
feel
it's
like I just feel like she had a job to do, and she played that job out. You know what I mean? Like,
I think she was on. I think what happened was, I think they may have thought, or and I don't even know how to say it. Unintentionally, she didn't even know that she was being put in the midst of something that was, that she was supposed to be a part of, because something was that she had told
but she's
me.
from there. She's like she's been hanging around there all this
Now,
time.
I
Like,
gotta look back and see all this stuff because I remember her saying in the end that he had, what's crazy is I believe that she was trying to let him know that the people around him was no good, but he never wanted to listen to her. So I have to go back and see all this other stuff that y'all are seeing.
well, I got some videos on her. I mean, she self snitches on her own self. And that's the thing with me. Like I can hear, like if somebody's talking and stuff, like I can hear exactly what you're trying to say or what you're saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
And
and she's
that's just like when people say that they feel like Lauren London was involved with Nipsey Hussle. I don't believe that either. So I
yeah.
don't know. I just don't believe that. I don't believe that she would have something to do with somebody that's
She went and made a diss song on Vaughn, like with YB and them, and like she was
right.
all
Right. I heard about that.
knowing damn well that that's Vaughn's ops now. Like she knew. We only knew a little bit of what we were seeing, like on lives and stuff, and they were saying, "Oh, ain't no beef."
But
But
see, look, y'all. Let me. Okay. I hear everything that y'all saying, but you have
mhm.
to remember that they both were young.
Yeah,
Vaughn, Vaughn had been cheating on her. So how do you think that's supposed to make her feel? You know what I'm saying? So you can look at it one way, the way that y'all seeing it, and then you have to think, the way that y'all may be seeing it, what she was meant to do. But
yeah,
when you're young like that, you go back and forth. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? Now, I don't know about her knowing these people. And yeah, they said Vaughn knew about the song. I don't know about her knowing Little Miss and all that. I have to look back and see because
Yeah. You look back and look at that.
intuitively, I'm telling y'all, his spirit has always um made me feel like he loves her and cares for her. I don't.
Yeah, he
I
did love
never got. I never got that he felt like, something was wrong. And now that y'all saying something, and I'm not even lying about this, I
her.
do remember her saying at the end that Vaughn told her that he felt that she was used to, to do something against him. And that's the truth. It was so many things that we talked about in those 2 years that I can't tell y'all word for word
No,
everything we talked about verbatim. But I do remember that a lot of things that she was trying to make him see, he admitted to her that he believed her at the end. Because you know how loyal he is, he would never see that, she kept saying like the people around you was no good.
because she was playing both sides, girl. She was playing both fields. She was trying to, tip him off and let him know things on the side when she know full right what the hell was going on and what they were planning on doing. She was no, she even says it in a live, like it's crazy. It's crazy to hear her talk, what she was doing towards the end of his life. And if she knew all of this, why she didn't tell him? Why she didn't call him and tell him? You know what I mean? As angry as she could have been. I don't know. I mean, she's over there doing diss tracks with YB. The song's out there. Why you think Vaughn said he
I
was
mean, then see, we heard that he knew about the song, and then you gotta think about how you think she felt when he was dating Janiyah. Which came first?
Yeah, the Janiyah thing, like, Track's the one that set that beef up because he's the one that took that picture of them like holding hands and walking. He's the one that put that out there for YB to see. He's the one that started that fight. This is what it was all about. This is what it's all supposed to look like in the public eye, but it's not. You know what I'm trying to say? That it's not. They did this intentionally, and they're all getting rich off of it. And it was a pretty good thing
I do believe it was a lot of people involved in the destruction and the takedown of Vaughn. I do think that from the day he got released from prison, he didn't have a chance. I believe it all. I think that Dirk knew, and to some extent, that either he was going to play the industry game, or if he didn't, they was going to get paid off him either way.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that Dirk's just jealous of Vaughn, is what he was. Listen, Dirk was making Vaughn money when in 2020. Dirk was worth like 5.5 million. Vaughn was worth 4 million. Now that Vaughn's gone, now it's 2022. Dirk's worth $34 million. Like, it took Dirk 12 years to make that money. Like, he needed Vaughn. He needed Vaughn, and he needed to set that up the way it was. Take him out in the most embarrassing way that you could, because Vaughn was about that life. And the way that went down, that's sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cold-blooded, and it didn't even need to be done that way.
Like, that's, man, I would say, I know y'all gonna feel however way y'all want to feel or whatever, but you just don't even know like the talks that me and this girl had about how Vaughn used to be so concerned before he started to see the things that I guess that was opening his eyes to what or how Dirk really was. Because like I said, after that court case, people think that, they were cool, but they weren't.
No, they were definitely not cool after that.
That's just like people feel like, oh, Dirk got him a lawyer. No, he didn't. Agent called for a lawyer. Yeah. Then it's like he was so loyal to the people that was around her. And she kept trying to, what she told me, she said to him, like, you're not obligated to do these things for him no more. You got to focus on yourself. It's just, the talks that we had.
No, I get that. Like, I get that part of her, but there's two sides to that girl. Like, there's no doubt about it. Like, there's no doubt about it. She even says, she raps about what you know what I mean? So,
and then it's like they all put it in a rap song. So you might be right. So I have to say, because it's like Dirk definitely tells on himself in a song.
Yeah. And then there's also a video of Vaughn telling her that my manager wants me to sell my soul, and she's like, nah, stop. Like,
that was I've seen that video, and that was the person that he got with before Track. So that was the person before he got with Track. Well, and my thing was, like, I guess we don't know because we're not living these people's lives, so we don't know, but I just always felt in my mind like he knew some type of way that this may happen, but before he left, he wanted to make sure his family was okay.
Well, he made the song that played out pretty well. One of his songs that he just, you know what I mean? and it just played out his death the way that he even rapped it. It was crazy, gives me chills. But like, yeah, he knew it was coming. He knew that. He even put it on paper that I'm the one that they have to sacrifice for a better living. You know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't be writing those things if that's not how he felt. And Balo's the one that, posted it. So
Yeah, I did see that. I seen where he put that. So
he knew, and FBG Duck is the one that was telling him, and that's why he respected Duck at the end. He had nothing to do with that. He had
no,
nothing to do with that.
I don't. People may not believe me, but they were both got to a point where they didn't want to keep going back and forth. I think that
So,
they were going to try to
can you
form
hear
some
me?
type of alliance.
All right.
I could be wrong, but I think I'm right because I think that at the end, him and Doug was like, "It's enough of us losing our lives." They didn't want to keep on beefing, but of course, they didn't want peace. Did I lose y'all? All right, y'all. I don't know if I lost them.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. See, y'all telling me stuff I don't know. So, I'm open to listening to different things. Audio Cracky said drop the link. See, I told y'all I don't know how to do that. You got to go back up to the top. Lord, I could have had. I think 'cause I wrote something else. I can't just put it back in there. But yeah, I'm glad that we had this little talk because y'all opened my mind, my eyes to different things. We all have to come to a conclusion or we feel a certain type of way about different stuff. So, hold on. That's the way I feel too, Loyalty. I feel like I didn't trust anybody. That's why they didn't want them together. I think that's why they drove a wedge, in between them because I felt like they felt that she was for him. You know, that's what I really feel. I feel like the reason why they wanted to make sure they broke them up was because she was for him. I felt like, the reason why I think that if they did by inadvertently putting her to use him, because I think that was like more towards the beginning of when me and her first start talking. And she was like, she was angry because Vaughn told her supposedly she was used to come against him. Now she could be lying to me, but I thought that's the reason why they broke them apart is because she did care for him.
No, she did love him. She did absolutely did love him, but she also knew what her job was to do. And she even has
Well,
a live video. She even has a live video where she says that, there's things that I got to do that I don't want to do, but I have to support my people. And this was right after like her eyes were watery. She was like saying there's things that she doesn't even want to have to do, but she has
see
to do
now, listen, Brands. Now, if that is true, now look how much money supposedly old boy got. Like you said, he went from here to there, right?
Yep.
Now, it's supposedly she was used and she knew she was being used. And she did what she's supposed to have did for the cause.
Yep.
There's no way that she shouldn't be greenlit. She should be just like him and be getting more features. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm looking at it the way that y'all looking at it. But like I said, I do remember her saying that Vaughn said that they used you and you didn't know.
Yep.
Now, what if she was being used and they thought that they could use her and inadvertently she didn't know that? But if she was being used and she knew she was being used, it seemed like her career should be way more than where it is now. Because Oh Boy is on everybody's song.
Well, that's the thing. Dirk took her out of the remix, and he was putting her on the backboard, is what he was doing. He wasn't letting her get no plays. He wasn't letting her get no features. He wasn't letting her do nothing. Now she's signed, so
Who was she
Dirk
signed
won.
to?
I think she signed to check the chat. Who is she signed to? Does the chat know? She just signed to somebody. Is Janae on? I don't
No,
know
she's
who she's
not.
signed
I don't
to.
know who she's signed to.
Yeah.
But I'm listening to y'all, because we all are free to think. And when y'all start talking about it, I was thinking in my mind, what y'all was saying, and I do remember her saying that they thought they were using her. But I don't know. I just feel like if that is the case, it just seemed like she wouldn't have been black. She still would not be seem like she's still blackballed. It still seemed like they are against her. If you
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if she was really working with them, it wouldn't seem like they would be doing her the way they do her.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
I don't know.
why are they even doing this to her like that?
She's signed to the same company as Vaughn.
Yep.
She signed to Empire.
No. I think it's damn it. She just signed to hold on
I'm
one
like,
second.
wow, that would
Can
blow
you
me
hear
away.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I
Can
see
you hear
somebody
me?
was like scared. She signed to the same company as Vaughn. I don't I don't know. Kenya's saying yes. If she signed to Empire, I might have to believe y'all. I don't know. I have to look that up. If she signed to Empire, there's no way. But if you right, Kenya Wade, I'm gonna have to look into that. There's no way I would have signed to Empire. A distribution deal through Empire. Wow. This blew my shit. And oh Lord, forgive me. Are you serious? Y'all gonna make me really go back and look this stuff up now, because if she connected to Empire anyway, this ain't a good look. It's not a good look for nothing I ever even thought about. That's crazy. We gotta look that up. Can you hear me, Brent? Or you got yourself on mute? That is crazy. Scare ain't the word. A distribution deal through Empire, that is crazy. I'm gonna have to look that up, y'all. I don't know. I done learned some stuff today that I'm gonna have to dissect and look into, because that's crazy. I wouldn't have wanted to have no distribution deal with Empire, period. You're right. I trust God, so we can always have what we feel, but it comes down to black and white. What is able to be separated. And if you got a distribution deal with Empire, there's no separating now. Because I wouldn't have, no way in the world, I would have got with Empire. Not after their roster. We got what? Mo3, Vaughn, Dolph. I don't know if that other man was on Empire too, that passed away. The one from New York. Because I really didn't know too much about Pop Smoke. I don't know if he was with Empire. Ain't no way. I wouldn't even want to be nowhere near Empire at all. You heard me? I would have kept doing my own thing independently. But I'm gonna have to look that into that. The link is at the top of the chat, y'all. I don't know. I need to share the link to see if y'all want. Hold on one second. I don't know, because before hold on. Before I started the chat, here I go. That's the link right there. So if anybody else want to join. Yeah, I'm learning stuff today. I'm really learning some stuff today. I didn't have any idea that she knew any of these people. I do know that some things, it was so much stuff that we talked about I can't remember everything word for word, but I do remember her mentioning to me that everything is sketchy. You heard? I do remember her telling me that Von told her that she was being used and didn't even know it, and she was mad about it. It was a lot of stuff that was said that was just crazy. But wasn't that what Doc was doing? I'm not sure what you was talking about, loyalty. So much stuff, y'all. You know, it's in this day and age that we in with all the stuff with the money. Money is the root to all evil with these people. And they're more with these companies, they're worth more dead than alive. That's clearly evident. If they're not willing to play the game of being used, you know, a lot of them end up gone. Then that's just like, you know, or it seemed like some of them find out what they were doing. And when they find out what they were doing, they kind of wake up because I remember when I first started to hear about XX Tentacion, and I think that he had woke up as well because it seemed like to me when he had that dog collar around his neck, he was under the influence of leading people a certain way. Then it's like when he took that dog collar off, it's like he wanted to do better, and then he was gone. I could be wrong, but I, you know, even when I'm wrong, I feel like I'm right. You back, audio crack? You back? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm back. I just tapped in to say I appreciate you for letting me come up on the platform, and
I
those are the
appreciate
homegirls I
you
was
all.
talking about. I had dropped your link in the chat. They came up, and I want to tap back in when you do some research, and then
Right,
I'm a log in. I'm tapped in with you. I'm gonna be looking at what you're doing, and when you do that, then just DM me on Instagram, and we can come back to the panel and have a conversation.
right.
You
It's
know what I mean?
deep.
We're not trying. I don't want to turn you against Asian doll or no shit like that. I just want you to kind of understand where she came from and understand what she was about for so long to make you get why we coming. You know what I'm saying? Why we coming like this? Because
Right,
you feel a certain way because you had contact with her. They one of them had some contact with her too, but at the same time, we still did some little research. So like we just gonna do that. We ain't trying to turn you against nobody just so we can get on the same page or try to figure it out.
yeah. Like you know, like I was trying to tell them too. Like you know, because so much stuff we discussed. Because it's been almost what 2 years since Vaughn passed.
Hmm.
I want to say it was 2 years, and like you said, I think they were together almost 2 years. But when within that time, like you said, you know, you say so much, and I do remember her saying, I think he even mentioned to her himself something about that she was being used by, by them, and she was mad about it. But like, you know, the other young lady was saying she was playing both sides. I don't know. I have to go and look at you know, these different scenarios. But me in my mind, like if she was down with them, it seemed like, you know, if she knows so much, they're not gonna continuously blackball her. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but she didn't. But damn. Okay, it's like yeah, it's because it's like this. It's like you got to play the role, man. Like, like you got to look at her music and everything. And I'm not a hater, but it's just not. You ain't, you ain't stepping the Meg in them. Okay, you in a different, you different. So you got to get in where you fit in. So whatever you got to do, that's like 600 Breezy. He's the same as her. He runs around. That's why you see him with Drake. You be like, but nigga, you don't got music, right? Where your music? You gotta look at that type of shit. Like, hold up.
How do you feel
Same with
about
her.
Drake?
She
Because
dropped
I think
music,
Drake
but
is an
it's
energy vampire as well.
but I'm saying, so you gotta get with it. So when you do this research, like I said, you gonna say, oh, energy vampire. Oh, bam, 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 bam. God damn. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you wrote nothing, nothing. I'm just saying we'll meet again.
Yeah.
Respect for letting us come up here. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate it. And we're gonna tap back in.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, that lady died. That lady died. But see, you got to think about it too. Like, this person claimed that they was, when you going through stuff and you are relying on an individual, what that lady had did was so unprofessional to me. If you really supposed to be a spiritual person and you supposed to be helping somebody, you're not going to go and put what somebody said on social media. So that lady had her own agenda. Kenya, and see, like, people feel a certain way about him. You know what I'm saying? To me, he ain't the same no more. It's like he being handled. So it's just a whole bunch of different things that's going on that is layers to dissect. What is this one? You know who the stranger we are talking about. I don't know who you talking about. You know who the stranger we are talking about. I'm not dumb. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I'm not gonna bash that young lady. A lot of people in the industry could be under, I don't know. I mean, I feel like she may have been being used and didn't know it. The same way, it ain't that much acting in the world. How do you act? It's documented. You know, let's take a cold person to be around somebody like that and you sitting up there acting. That's just my opinion. Oh, that wasn't for me. I don't know, y'all. This is like a deep situation that I think is way above her. I really do. I believe it's way above her, and I believe it comes from the person who brought him in here. And I believe that it started not only with that person. I believe the police wanted him gone as well. That's the reason why he got out of jail beating that case, because they all can get paid off him. Fraternal orders stick together. The layers run so deep, it's crazy. I don't know how we got this conversation turned to Vaughn, but hey, I guess he wanted us to speak about him today. Right. Call it. I'm like, you need a whole Emmy. How in the world do you be with somebody like that and you acting and you don't, no, she need an Oscar, Emmy, everything else. The love they have for one another is something that was an unspeakable bond that I cannot believe was fake. Now, I cannot say that Dirk might have tried to do some stuff and use her because he is a super slick type of person and her not knowing, I don't know. I don't know if anybody else want to come and say something. Because it's a deep conversation. I mean, it's so much stuff that hurts me about Vaughn that, I mean, everybody's emotions are going to be high, He just got played by so many different people. And it's sad, but everybody always go back to his past. All them kids in Chicago was up underneath some mess at that time. You know what I'm saying? And I will never understand how you got a whole group of teenagers on Twitter telling you their locations and what they gonna do, and the police didn't stop it. We all want justice. That's right. Yes, I believe it started out kind of for an image, but how could she not fall for him? I believe they were good for one another, because I don't know, y'all. It's just it's way deeper than everything. I believe that they were brought together for a reason, whether either one of them knew it. She definitely calmed him. She definitely let him live, and find some type of peace. It's not that much faking in the world to me. And that's really what we all want in the end, is justice for him, for his family. And what's bad about this industry is now, even if he did have, what is it, where he was supposed to get paid off of everything, now they got the tracks. Now they got, where they can release what they want to release. When I wish that his sister would have gave it to his mother, and his mother could have had control of it, and they would have had to get it from her. It is most definitely deep. I just don't believe it's that much acting in the world. And if you're that cold-hearted that you can play with somebody for that long, that's just crazy. And they were young, they're going to go back and forth. Nobody's perfect. Vaughn wasn't. He did some things to that, to her that was very embarrassing. So what was she supposed to do? So it's both ways you can look at it. I just really hope that in the end he do get justice. I hope that they just don't start to blame everything on him and everybody else just gets away. Because you have to look deeper into like the things that Dirk is supposedly doing or allegedly doing. He wasn't supposed to be around a lot of people doing a lot of stuff. He's just getting away with it all. Right. I'm like, added 21 Savage on that song. I'm like, that joint made me so mad. Yeah, they just getting away to doing whatever I wish that they could have got to Atlanta and got to his home before those people went in there and got the stuff out of it, because it's just wrong. I'm glad we had this discussion. Some things I'm gonna have to look into, y'all, because I had no idea that she was signed to a distribution deal with Empire. I didn't know that. I had no idea that she knew any of these people, so I'm gonna have to look into some of that. And I just, I don't know. I'ma still believe in my heart that she loved Vaughn. I just don't believe that's that many acting in the world. That's just my opinion. Like 21 Savage, that thing with him and the whole unplanned stop to go to that hookah lounge, everything was a courthouse plan. But I enjoyed y'all today. We're going to have to do this again. We've been on here for almost 2 hours. I'm glad for y'all who listen. I'm glad to, here go Loyalty. I'm going to let you speak. Hey, Loyalty, how you doing?
Hey.
How you doing this evening?
I'm fine.
Yeah,
I just wanted to talk about, you just said something about how they really downplaying King Von name. And I just feel like my heart goes out to a lot of people in Chirac. That's what I call it. But King Von came from a hard place.
He did.
It seems like everybody forgot that. They forgot all about that. They feel like, well, he didn't have to fight for nothing. This is his mentality, and they just, with far as Asian, I feel like she had nothing to do with it. I don't. I that's just how I feel. They can have their opinions.
Yeah.
But I think she, could have got set up.
Yeah.
I seriously do. And
Chirac,
I feel that.
Like you said, Chirac. I mean, in the song, it's like we was playing Grand Theft Auto. What do you do when you wake up every morning?
Exactly.
Out to kill you.
Exactly.
I just felt something right then. You have to protect yourself. I don't think none of them was proud of the way they were living.
Yes.
They were thrown into it. I really don't think that's really what they wanted to do. But once you in war, you in war. What you supposed to do?
There you go.
It's sad. It's very sad. And when I first started to come to find out about Vaughn, I remember one of the first videos he led me to was a video of him being home for Christmas, and he seen a lady giving away toys or something. And he didn't know what the lady was doing. And he asked her, like, what church you with? And she was like, I'm not with a church. He asked her like something. She was like, I'm for myself. The lady didn't even know who he was. So she said, next thing she know, he was gone. He came back with a big stack of dollars and was like, can I give this money away? And that's all
Mm.
I have. At the end, he told her, I'm glad that you're doing this, because if we had somebody like you, maybe we wouldn't have ended up the way we were.
Oh,
That
I
just goes to
promise
show
you.
you
Oof,
his heart, you know.
that
I
don't
don't,
make you want to cry.
oh
That,
yes.
I mean, because see, just to think about what he has. I mean, a lot of people that Chicago had to go through, you know, and it's not just them. It's police. Is a lot of politicians there, that make it where they have to defend themselves. And then when I hear a lot, I remember telling my cousin about King Fun and what happened to him. Uh, he said he's like, well, all the stuff King Von did, that kind of was coming. I was like, you just don't understand. You you sometimes become a product of your environment.
Yeah. And my
And don't say anything like that because you didn't live the best life yourself. So if somebody came and did something to you, would it be okay? So it's okay for you not to be able to change your life
you know,
and get it together before something happens.
it was a whole group of kids on Twitter telling you their locations, telling you what they was about to do. You mean to tell me those detectives that happened to see the tweets later didn't see them then?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What group of people, these kids is on Twitter saying, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. The police couldn't stop it. Or did they want them to continue to kill each other?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Did you
You
did you
know,
want them to get on in trouble? Oh, it's crazy. It's
it's
crazy.
definitely crazy.
I told you how I feel. I
Yeah,
feel
I
for
believe
his
that.
family.
I
Like
feel
I
for his
told you.
family. I truly do. I believe that, because of his past, because of what he put his family through, that it was his ultimate goal to get his family out of Chicago or into a better situation where he didn't have to worry about what he did in his past. So I think ultimately, if he felt he had to go, he wanted to make sure his family didn't have to live that way anymore.
Yes. Yes. I
So
mean, but dude, I don't understand how his family gets left out of everything, but it's like all the everyone else is standing out. Like Von loved his family, regardless of what they, went through. That's something I don't understand. Even his mom, it just seems like they looking over her, like she is not the queen of that castle or something.
I don't, so like a lot of people want her to speak more on social media, but I don't feel like we would really ever hear his mother speak up on social media because she never did before.
She never
But
did, you know.
so I don't think that we can ever look for her to be too boisterous on social media. I think if you ever hear her speak, it might be in a court of law. But
Mm-hmm.
besides that, I don't think you're going to hear her say too much because she wants to see her grandchildren. She's not gonna go be getting back and forth with all that kind of stuff. That just wasn't her. But it's just
Mm-hmm.
like any city that has the crime rate or the things that was going on, it was just something even deeper that was going on in Chicago that we may not ever understand. So that's why I never
Mm-hmm.
really, like, judge his past, because once you end something like that, what are you gonna do? Like he said, it's not gonna be over till all the pieces is off the chessboard, and that's just sad.
Like he said, is you gonna live or you gonna die? You gonna retaliate? What you want me to do if somebody come up to a gun at me? You think I'm supposed to have no get back?
I hear mother knew more than us. Trust me, I believe that too. I mean, I don't think that the
Yeah, she
the,
probably
the
do know
family's not
more.
gonna reveal everything that they know. You know what I'm saying? Because they have to. They're not gonna I don't know. It's just a lot that we all probably will never know.
I told you I'd be worried about his mom.
Right. That's, you know,
But it's just like it's more of Dirk and them. Like it's just like y'all ain't even acknowledged the mother in the family. Like this. I mean, that man loved his family.
my BS. Oh, to Asians BS. Asian need to leave that family alone. Kima already caught onto her. Who's BS? I don't know.
Whoa, crap!
I don't know.
I don't know
I
nothing
mean,
about her.
because I don't know. That's
She
just
get
like people will go back and forth about the baby mamas and then Asian and all that stuff. That's just
mhm,
something I can't speak about because I'm not in all that.
mhm. Survive, possible.
Yeah, let's see. Dirk
He
came to
came
the.
to the house, and what else he did?
I mean, it's,
He came to the house, and what else?
man. See, there's stuff that we will never really know because we're not there. So we're gonna all hear secondhand information. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
We're gonna all hear secondhand information. But I really hope on Tommy that we get justice, that Vaughn gets the justice, that he
Yeah, he
deserves.
deserved.
And I'm glad that, that the community of the people that came together just because they felt his spirit so strong came together and just really we all want the same thing. Just justice for Vaughn.
Hmm. Yeah.
I can't tell you that either. Never trust alone. I know she trolled a lot. She one type of people that troll a lot. I do not know. I can't say. I can't speak for her. I don't know.
Can't. Yeah.
All I know is that's a lot of acting for one person to do for 2 years to play on somebody that how can you be with a person in their bed for 2 years and you don't love them? I mean, that's a lot of acting. I don't know.
Mhm.
I can never believe that that young lady didn't love him. I will never believe that. Kim was very jealous of Asian. That's why I
Mhm.
don't want to get into the psychosomatics of all of that because people are going to believe whatever they want to believe. There's
Yes,
no way,
they are.
nowhere in my mind that I'm gonna think that that girl is going to spend that much time with somebody and not love them. I just don't, and I just cannot believe that she played a part in his death. That's just how I feel. But everybody going to feel
Yeah.
the way that they
Yeah.
feel. People are going to
Listen.
believe what they believe, and it's so much stuff that we spoke about. I can't really tell y'all verbatim everything. I do remember her saying that he said to her that she was being used and she didn't know it. So you may believe me, you may not. Y'all can believe what you want. I don't know. I just know I wish that this
I
didn't happen to
believe
me.
you. Hmm. She was very
Well, I
jealous.
hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Thank you for calling, Loyalty. We'll have to hook up
All right.
and y'all keep fighting a good fight, and we just gonna keep on wanting justice for Vaughn. And that's what we want.
Yeah.
Really,
Justice for
that's
fun.
the end of it. We want justice for Vaughn. I pray that
That's the main thing.
his children are able to live off their father's legacy because that's what he would have wanted because he loved his kids.
Hmm.
And everything else in his mom, and the people that truly loved him get the justice that they deserve. And look, this didn't even start off as a King Von conversation, but it turned into
Oh,
it. Von is always in the light.
um,
His light gonna get shine. So the little people, little channels, somehow, some way, we always, come together. So if Von wanted this to happen, I guess it did. We're gonna get justice for Von one way or the other. I hope that this, those people that feel like they got away with whatever they got away with is brought to the light. And that, in the end, we can see what really happened. So y'all keep on. I hope y'all keep supporting me. I may not have as many videos as I used to on Vine because I just feel like the story that I had to tell had been told. But things like this happen, and we'll get together and we can always, everybody get out how they feel. And that's wonderful. If I get a message intuitively for him, I'll let y'all know. So until then, till next time, I love y'all. Thank y'all for participating. And we may not all agree, but I hope in the end we all get justice for Vaughn. See y'all soon. Good night. Thank y'all for being here for over 2 hours. Bye-bye.